Welcome to Critical Thinking Ministry. Thank you for tuning in to this short food for thought. Hopefully, everyone is trying to stay positive during these wild and wacky times. Boy, these are some wild times, but God is still in control. I want to start this video off with a true story. When I was over the youth department at my local church, we had an annual picnic in June for the kids to enjoy. It was the youth day. During one gathering, I found myself sitting at the table with a sister in Christ whom I had known probably 20 years. But as most people do, we would only engage in small talk after church services and just kind of exchanging pleasantries and then give each other a hug and go about our business. But on this day, she and I, along with my mother, we talked actually for about an hour. And I learned more at this picnic during that hour than I did about her the entire 20 years I had known her. Yep. And it got me to thinking how we sometimes think we know somebody or something, but we don't really know as much as we think we do. Give you another example. Back in my old neighborhood, as in many African American neighborhoods, it was popular for many people to have nicknames. I had a nickname, but I'm not going to tell you it. There were names like Red, Big Red, Man, Nene, Poochie. You get the idea. But most people never knew these individuals' official government name. And many times we wouldn't figure that out until they passed away. And it was at the funeral when we would look at the obituary, the program, and never knew that Poochie's real name was Raymond Theodore Thurston II. But we knew him as Poochie. We knew this person for over 15 years and never knew his real name. About 6 years ago, I stumbled across something that surprised me, and since I've been on my spiritual journey, I've come to expect the unexpected in my discovery. I ran across an article that said, "Did you know Jesus' mother's name, Mary, was not her true name?" When I read it, I thought, what in the world are they talking about? Well, after reading the article, I found out Mary's original name was Miriam. And Mary is, quote unquote, an Anglicized form of Miriam, supposedly. So, you know how we do at Critical Thinking Ministry. If I was wrong about her, what other names did I have incorrect? So I did some research, and as you can see posted on the screen, I have listed the names of the original disciples. I have listed the names that we know them as, but then I have their original names. It was quite interesting to see this. Some of the original names you can kind of make out, although they may be of Greek origin or Hebrew origin, but some of them don't look anything like we know them as. And I'll let you look at the screen, and I'll let it stay up for a moment so you can just kind of look at it. Look at Simon Peter's name. Look at John of Zebedee. Boy, that looks nothing like what we know as. Andrew looks pretty similar. Philip looks similar. Bartholomew, I can see a little similarity. Matthew, I can make that out, but I can see the Hebrew name. James, son of Alphaeus, that looks totally different. Thaddeus looks a little different. Judas Iscariot, again, I can make it out, but again, it looks a little different. So on your leisure, just kind of look at the names and see how familiar you were with them and learn something new. This was certainly insightful for me. Again, some of the names I didn't know. And as always, I want you to kind of just fact check me. And when you look through different sites, you're going to see a slight difference in spelling, but they're basically the same names. So, just like people from the old neighborhood, the disciples had official government names that we were not familiar with. And you know what? That's okay, because this is what critical thinking ministry is all about. Unlearning some things and learning some new. So, until we meet again, remember, faith plus critical thinking will always lead you to truth. God bless you.